Welcome. So, today we're going to talk about hidden codes, hidden symbols, because it's way more important than you think, fam. Way more important. We are going to dive into this book because if you want to know what you are dealing with, then you need to read what everyone is reading. So, what is happening? I was talking to one of my neighbors about how messed up the world is right now and how evilness is coming out. But it's also a good thing because when evilness is coming out, we see how good is getting the chance to prevail, to fight it. But for us to know exactly what evilness is, we need to study them, right? So I was talking with a neighbor of mine. In all the years that I've been living over here, never did I talk with him. In at least 7 years, at least 7 years, never did we had any conversation. And at a certain point, he came and asked me about. Um, no, we started to talk. We started to talk, and what we had the same interest. We were tired of the world how it is right now. And he said, "You know what? I have a friend. This friend used to be in the Freemason, but he got out because he thought it was too much evilness. It was, they were being used." And I asked him, and I said, "Are you for real?" He said, "Yes." So I said, you must know a lot about it. You must know a lot about Freemasonry." He said, "Yes, my friend have given one book to me." And he said, "If you read this book, everything, all the hidden symbols, the codes, everything will be clear." And he asked me, "But are you interested?" I said, "Of course." I showed him this book. I asked him, "Do you know this book?" He said, "No, what is this book?" I said to him, "This book is the final chapter of all all the conspiracy, but factual. You can go and look at it for yourself with exact locations and all of it, but it's not a conspiracy." He said to me, "Are you serious? Let me take a look into the book." So he grabbed the book and started to go through it. He opened one page, life visibility restricted. Why is it restricted? Let me see. TikTok just restricted. My life does not contain mention in the notice. Immediately they restricted the live stream on TikTok. You see, because you are not allowed to know. So what is happening? I was talking with this neighbor. And we were talking about how the world is right now. That the world is messy. Let's be honest. It's very messy. Thank you, Gina. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifts, Gina. I appreciate you. And all the restrictions. You see, I just started to live stream 5 minutes ago. I've been live streaming 5 minutes and TikTok already restricted my live stream. Within the first 5 minutes, I got restricted. How is this possible? I didn't even talk about anything yet, and I got restricted. But it doesn't matter. We will continue. What is happening? We were talking. William Cole. What is happening, fam? We were talking about how the world is, what is going on. Okay, you see, TikTok just approved my appeal. On the other, on my other TikTok channel now, it got restricted. Let me appeal. My life does not contain the mentioned. Let me appeal over here. Okay. So what is happening, fam? We were talking, right? And I hope you understand that I can't mention all words. So I hope that you are awakened enough to understand what I'm talking about. Because you see how the restrictions are being sent to me like gifts. We were talking, and he said to me, "You know what, bro? So I have a friend. He left this organization because he said this organization was not a good organization. It was too controlling. However, when I asked him, so the neighbor of mine is telling his story, how it went. And he says, however, I asked the friend of mine, or is the organization where you're in indeed what they say? And what did the friend of him said to him, I can't say anything to you yet, but before we can talk and go deep about this, I will give you a book. And after this book, you will know exactly what or how. You will know exactly who the leaders are. You will know exactly what they are doing, the rituals. So he brought this book to me. Look at this book, family. Did anyone ever read this book? Codex Magica. Codex Magica. He brought this book to me. First thing that I thought when I saw this book was no, no, no. I said, no, I don't want it. I don't want anything. I don't want to have anything to do with the devil, satanic, ritual, none of those things. So keep your book. I don't want it in my house. He said, no, brother. Don't be fooled by the cover. Don't be fooled by the cover. He opened the book. When he opened the book and I saw these kind of people, you see, do any one of you know? Do any one of you know? Look at this. Um, I thought, what does she has to do with it? And then he flipped another page, and I'm seeing the look, the who I'm seeing. Everyone seeing it? I thought, okay, we are getting somewhere now. We are getting somewhere now. I started to read it. I said, okay, let me read it. I started to read it. Right now, I'm at page 100. And what I read, I thought, what an evil world we are living in. If you think something is wrong with the world, do it times 1,000. I have a niece that is called Nikita. Nikita Tabo, let me see. No, I have a niece that calls Nikita. Times 1,000. Whatever you think, times 1,000. So I've learned about Abraham Lincoln. I've learned about, you see, how most of those presidents, those leaders, you see, look how they have one hand in their waist. Look at this. And it's all of them. It doesn't matter where you go. You see the one hand? Look at the one hand. Again, the one hand. Indeed, Freemasonry. So I thought, I learned about how the left hand is, when you see them with the left hand, it's black magic. It's black magic. When you see them with the right hand, it's like white magic. I thought, you know what? This is perfect. Why is this perfect? Because I want to learn their language. I want to learn their language. I want to know exactly what or how. So the birds, I always boil the peanuts, you know, Caribbean style peanuts boiled, and I put them over there for the birds. They love it. If we want to break the spell, the Hollywood spell, the Matrix spell, then we need to know what the reality is about, right? And the most funny thing is, like this over here, I didn't know about it. It's something that I'm still learning about. But the most funny thing is that if you go into this book, Tartaria Full Hidden History Unlocked, to the chapter of the orphans, the orphan trains, let me see, the natives. Let me just read. You will realize that all of it was planned, and it started long ago. Oh, you see? Wanted. We can see the poster, the flyer of back then. Wanted, Homes for Children, February 25, 1910. By the time the orphan train movement ended in 1929, an entire generation of children had been displaced, renamed, and assimilated into a world that had erased Tartaria from existence. These children, stripped of their past, became the foundation of the New World Order, a society built on industrialization, scarcity, and dependence on centralized systems. We can see that everything is connected. Everything. I keep on saying that, like right now, the sister Owens, she has a beef with Macron. Her research stopped at 1800. You know why? Because it's not a coincidence that most presidents, they were orphans. Most leaders, uh, most people in power. It's not a coincidence, family. They were selected. That's what I discovered. They were selected. I'm a person that I love to do research. When you are doing research, you're obligated to buy a lot of books because only in books people can actually publish their research, publish their findings. And when I was going through this book, I thought, I'm seeing more now. Even Donald Trump, I saw doing certain hand signals that is mentioned in this book. Kings, queens, doesn't matter. Welcome, fam. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live stream. So, live restricted. Live restricted. Doesn't matter. Everyone, double tap the screen, share this live stream. Today, we are going to dive into the code, the symbols. This is what we are going to dive into. Anyone a question before we continue, fam? Welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from, fam. I'm curious, where are you watching from? Nature. Yes. I will just close this one and go live again. Maybe the restriction will be. One moment, I will remove this one and just one moment. Let me go live again. Yes. Miami, love to travel with Wave. Let me see, long time. You're not relocating? No, no, no. I'm not relocating anymore. My mission over there ended. My mission over there ended, so I'm not relocating anymore. Unfortunately, I think Africa is not ready for the diaspora yet. After trying a few years, to be honest, I have stopped. I'm now focusing where from in the Caribbean. That's it. But at this moment, I think we had our own fight, and we won our own fight, and they need to organize and win their fight first. That's it. That's it. That's it. And I believe I've done my part. There are still two houses over there. So I believe I've done contribute my part. But thank you for still being love to travel with Wave. Yeah, so as we can see, at the highest places, we see they are involved. Doesn't matter where or what. We see popes. As we can see popes. We can see, let me show you a few. Again, we see all the hand signs. All the hand signs. Again, we see all the hand signs, fam. All of them. So when my neighbor has lent me this book, so we made a trade. I lent him this one, and he lent me this one. I have, by the way, more of them, of this one. I thought, of course, everything is connected. All the hand signs, the garbage patch, the orphan trains, everything is connected. Literally everything, fam. Let me just read a little bit. Wisdom of the serpent. Wisdom of the serpent. The sign of a fellow craft mason is made by raising the right hand to the left breast. Let me just show you before we continue. You see, I'm now going to read this chapter. Look at this. You know, fam, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Do you understand why they restrict me? Just a question. For everyone that has been here for a while, do you understand why they restrict me? Let me know in the chat. Just be honest. Do you understand why they restrict me? Because I do. I do. Indeed, nature is saying you're showing their secrets. That's indeed. But you know, we will continue doing it till everyone, everyone watching, every family member in the community knows exactly what they know. We need to know what they know. It's finished fighting ghosts. If this is the battle of the fittest, the battle of the strongest, then let's do it on equal playgrounds. And then let's see who is the fittest, who is the best, who is the strongest. But it doesn't matter. If we need to educate ourselves, we will educate ourselves, right? That's it. So let's continue. Let's see, where was I? Yes. So this hand sign, do you see it? This hand sign, this one. And it's, let me see, like this. Let me read. The sign of a fellow craft mason is made by raising the right hand to the left breast. The right hand to the left breast. So the right hand to the left breast. With the palm towards the breast and the fingers crooked. Then draw the hand smartly across the breast from left to right and let it drop to the side. You know what, fam? You know what? All of these symbols and these signs, everyone need to start doing them to confuse, to just bring confusion. All these signs, just start doing them to bring confusion. That's what hits me. We don't care. And this is how it looks like. Let me continue reading. In performing the sign, the individual is taking his right hand, making a type of, listen to this. No, don't do it. Don't do it, by the way. We are not, don't do it. I will retract what I just said. So, in performing the sign, the individual is taking his right hand, making a type of beastly devil's claw out of it, and then raking it across the breast from left to right. C.F. McQuage. This is the person. In the Masonic report, calls this the panel sign. What is this, family? What is this? It has been in our faces the whole time. All the answers are from Kemet, but they put their own meaning to it in a barbaric attribute. I'm a researcher, so I do a lot of research, fam. When I come in the lectures, I read books, inform everyone. This one, I didn't read it out yet. I'm I'm now at page 100, literally at 100. Someone said, Kemet, and you are on point, you see? But back then, it had different meanings, as we can see. Exactly the same with the hand. Over here, we see the same. Exactly the same. Double tap the screen, fam. Let's get this to 1K like. 1K likes, family. All of them. All of them. No exception. Again, look at it. The same hand sign again. Because they are all from the same organization, the same order. It seems like people get the chance to choose, but choose from two bad sides. We don't have an option. Again, we see the pharaohs, the same sign. It has literally been hijacked. All of them. Again, we see all of them, the same signs. And we see the Tau symbol, the T, the Tau symbol. So what is actually going on, fam? Anyone a question? If you want to join, feel free to join, fam. If you want to join, feel free to join. Just send an request to join and I will accept it. The most important thing is that we learn. We need to learn from all of this knowledge because it doesn't make any sense to fight ghosts. You can't protect yourself against something you don't know about, right? I'm a person, I'm if I need to walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will do it. Because I refuse to be ignorant, to be naive, to be blind. I prefer no. Welcome, welcome. Let me know where you're watching from, fam. Let me know where you're watching from. Double tap the screen. Let me know where you're watching from. And the thing is with me, it's I used to live in a reality that is an illusion. But now I can see. Georgie from UK, Eve Paradise, USA, uh, Tarot Tarot from Spain, welcome. Empress Teresa, USA, welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm Ekom, watching you from Ghana. Welcome, Ghana. Let me know where you're watching from. Share this live stream, fam. Share this live stream. Share this live stream because we need to crack this code. Sarah, England. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, fam. Welcome. Saffron, UK. Saffron, UK. England, UK. Let me know where you're watching from. From Jamaica, Talks Live, Jamaica. So what is happening, fam? How is this possible? How is it possible that we have let it go out of hands in this extreme way? Because this is extreme. How is it possible? I was watching a documentary about the Netherlands, the rebuilding of the Netherlands in 1948, 49, something like this. And the lady that was talking was saying that for her, it's a very, very bad thing that growing up in school, they never spoke about how they have rebuilt a whole country. No one knew about it. And it made me think about this book because she was talking about how most of the old buildings were rebranded. In schools, the books were changed. Total new stories. My question to all of you watching and homework is go and check if they also have rebuilt your country. If they rebuilt your country after the World War, and not because of bombing, but because most of the time a different reason. Lightworker is saying, you're right. And now, worldwide, they are again going to rebuild entire countries into smart cities. They already started, fam. They already started. So she was saying about how is it possible that we don't know, and such important changes in our history they didn't taught us in school. For example, the underground empire. Most people think that the subway systems as we know it today, that they are new. No, none of it. Maybe one, two. It's not new. None of it. Even Black Madonnas, all of those Black Madonnas got rebranded. And I have a question for all of you. Are you familiar with this storage, the Garbage Patch? Are you familiar with the Garbage Patch? That's the question. 1800s cloning, family. Look again. Look again. Do you see look again? Look again. What are you noticing? Let me know, what are you noticing? This image. What are you noticing, fam? Look at this image. What are you noticing? What are you noticing, fam? This is a very old image. Let me see how sharp all of you are. How sharp are you? What are you noticing? What is it? What is this? What is this image? What are you noticing? Harvesting. What are you noticing, fam? You know what I like about this book is that it only have real pictures, real evidence. Everything is real. Let me show you again. Let me see how sharp you are. Let me see if you have it in you. The research gene. The research gene. Let me know if you have it. Eye for detail. What is happening, fam? Up to now, I didn't see it. No one mentioned the right word. No one. You know what this says to me? Look how people can fool humanity and they don't know it's in your face and you don't see it. In our language, we would say, Lagi ho de, in our faces, and we don't see it. Let me show you again. It's in our faces, in your face, and you don't see it. You see again? Again. Let me get closer. Get closer. Again, get closer. In your face, and you don't see it. This is a postal stamp, fam. Postal stamp of the 1800s. This is a postal stamp, fam. You see it? And how do you know that it's a postal stamp? I'm going to show you the postal stamp again. How do you know that it's a postal stamp? You see it? How do you know that it's a postal stamp, fam? How do you know that it's a postal stamp? Look. How do you know? One more, I will. How do you know? It's a postal stamp. How do you know? Anyone? How do you know, fam? Back then, by the way, it was normal that they would put a stamp on a little child and just ship them with the mailman. Because of the post stamp in the corner. Bunang Swa. Soul is the first one. Look at this. Pin. Let's pin this. Greetings, Ben. Greetings. Saul is saying because of the post stamps in the corner. Barcode. Tenue. No, it's not barcode. Look at this. Let me show you. You see it? Back then, when they stamp it, this means it has been used. Let me show you. This means it has been used. Why would they create such images? This was a commercial. This was a commercial, as you can see over here. Are those real babies? If family, this book, you see how things are not what you think it is. This book goes deep into all of those, all of them. All of it. So what is happening? Like I said, this goes way deeper than we think. Way, way deeper. Again, we see Garbage Patch. Did you had one of these growing up? Did you had one of them growing up? That's the question. Like the King Gior. Everything is connected. Everything is connected, fam. Everything. Indeed. Indeed, Jane. You are right. They even sell, I remember those garbage pads, okay, in the 80s and the 90s. If you had one, you were part of the ritual. You were part of the Great Reset. You were part of the New World Order. Everything will be revealed in these times, fam. Everything. You have been selected. But for everyone, if you want to know more about the chapter 4, Children of the Reset, Orphan Trains, and the Erasure of Tartaria, it's in this book. Over here. Because, one more thing, we grew up seeing movies like Annie, Orphan Again, right? Annie. Do you remember Annie? Oliver Twist. Everything is connected, fam. Michelle is saying, I remember them, never had one. I thought they were ugly. Let's say it like this, they are the Labubu of back then. It's not a coincidence that in the 80s and the 90s, also the bells stopped ringing. Bells are being used for exorcism, chase demons away. Everything was implemented, the last steps of the plan was implemented in the 80s. To give you an example, one more example, windows peeking above the ground, right? Or the cathedrals. Do anyone knows what the cathedrals are? Eve, I'm seeing you are very, very in tuned and the information resonates with you. Go get the book. This book, what you see over here, like I said, I love reading books. I have a lot of books. It's my 7 years research. No, it has been 7 years in the making and around 15 years of research. It's linking everything together. Everything, because the eyes are useless if the mind can see. For example, the bells, the cathedrals, the windows peeking above the ground. Let me show you. A simple question. A simple question. Did you ever see windows peeking above the ground? Let me see. Let me see. They are all around the world, fam. They're all around the world. Oh, let me just, while I'm going through it, I stumble upon this page. Do you see this? For everyone in America, the natives, right? There is a whole discussion about who are the real natives. There is a reason why like 80% of the people are Catholics. 80% of the people on earth, Catholics, if it is not more. But look, this picture. These are all the natives as we know it, being educated into the chiefs, the natives as we know it. Again, we see them, and this behind is a Catholic boarding school. A Catholic boarding school. This goes way deeper than you think. Way, way deeper. You see? Again, a map. This is Atlantic Ocean before it was Atlantic Ocean. But you see how it was called? Let me show you. You see how it was called? The name? It was called Ethiopian Sea, the huge sea that connects Africa and Americas. And also, if we see the depictions, we see black people again. If you go to Europe, you will get into the white royals, the queens, the kings. So this book is a book that is linking everything. Everything, because everything is linked, literally. Let me ask you something. Did you see the windows peeking above the ground, fam? Again, star forts. The reason why people feel tired all the time is because they don't know how to charge themselves. We don't know how to charge ourselves and where to charge ourselves. But there are charging stations everywhere. Maybe not even 10 minutes from where you live. You just need to go and stand over there on ley lines. No, not grounding. Not groundings. Not grounding. Grounding is something else. It also works, but it's something else. This goes very, very deep, fam. Again, they told us that there were no giants, right? But look at this. This is one of the queens that was in North Europe. Let me show you. This is one of the giant queens in North Europe. And this picture, as you see, was when she was captured. This is the end of the war. The end of the war. Again, we see another giant over here. And they were all colors, white, black. This was a vast empire, a vast network of alliances. Let me call it like this. And everyone had one thing in mind: how we can improve lives and live longer. Oh, yeah. The windows peeking above the ground. Look at this. The windows. We have all seen the windows peeking above the ground, fam. Everyone, we have seen them. They are all around the world. All around the world. All around the world. Look at this one in San Francisco. In San Francisco. All around the world, fam. Doesn't matter where you go. No. Oh, I have added the link. I have added the link to the book in my profile. So if you press my profile picture over here, you will see it. The website is tartariaempire.com. Can someone write the website for me down? Let me add it. Tartaria Empire, tartariaempire.com. Let's see. Can someone write it for me so I can pin it? Tartariaempire.com. Yes, it's here. It's this high vibrational purple. It's not just a cover, it's also linen. Linen. If you know what linen is, it's the best material that you can hold in your hands. The best. If you have read the Bible, you know what Most High recommends us to wear, right? It's linen. So it's the best material for you to hold in your hands. High vibrational. I wear linen every day. Okay, you see? Okay, Eve. So this book, everything is thought about because this book is sounding of the time period of truth knowledge. It's the foundation of the new world based upon reality, based upon truth, based upon not you don't need to believe. Just go and look. Just go and find it yourself. This book, someone asked about energizing. This book has the locations of star forts on ley lines. Go and check yourself. Charge yourself. Give your body a fighting chance. Go get the book, family. Go get the book. It's tartariaempire.com. Tartariaempire.com, fam. Go get it right now. Indeed, indeed, nature. And imagine this hardcover book is linen. This is when you get this is what you get when someone that knows what is good for you and me creates something, because you know you will get the best and the finest. I don't even have word for it. I'm going to end the live stream. Go get the book, family. tartariaempire.com. Comment where you get the live stream. For everyone that wants to watch this live stream over, it's available on my Facebook page, mythoughtsoneverything.com. Facebook, I will see you in the next live stream. Go get the book.